Moving now. Welcome to our return episode of the Sound Corner podcast. Thank you so much for being here. Sweet Muffin, thank you for the sub. Chaos, thanks for the follow. Brittany Tickney, thanks for the follow. Christian Owens, thank you for the follow.
Off to a good start.
Yeah, this is awesome. I don't like the Spotify being on our faces. Let me just go ahead and switch that.
Boy, do we have something special for you tonight.
Yeah, tonight's going to be absolutely a treat for everyone. We have to make it big since our big return back.
And we figured what's more appropriate than to spend our first show back with some people that we've known basically since high school.
Yeah, we go back a ways with Murkov. I especially go back a ways with Murkov. I was there when the band formed. Also, Russ, thank you for the follow. Welcome. But let's just kick back for a second and recap where we've been. Life happens. You know, work gets in the way, responsibilities, all that stuff. But we're putting them aside, and we're just gonna go for it again. And we're happy to be back just to hang out a little bit. I want to talk about this while I'm on a public platform. I opened up YouTube, and I very quickly diverted my eyes, and I saw a fucking Doctor Strange spoiler, and I was so fucking close to seeing what it was. Don't spoil shit, guys. I'm going to see it Saturday, but don't spoil shit.
That's right. Only losers spoil shit.
Yeah, only fucking nerds do it.
I know I mentioned this in the Discord yesterday, but I used to, a long time ago, I used to work as a manager for GameStop, and it was a real fucking shitty thing that kids would do when a movie came out. They would call the stores, like prank call the stores, and just like shout spoilers into the phone.
That's fucked up. What spoilers did you get?
So I don't want to mention anything like in particular, but I mean when the new Star Wars movies came out, there were some spoilers that were dropped there. Those were the big ones. I had no intention of seeing the Star Wars movies immediately, but like even I was pissed off about it. I can't imagine like how an actual fan would have felt about it.
I can't imagine. If I actually liked this, I would have hated it. Was it
if I actually liked movies, I would have been upset.
Happy May the 4th be with you. But was it a Kylo Ren spoiler?
It was a Han Solo spoiler. It was from that movie, but it was a Han Solo spoiler.
Oh yeah, okay. So that was kind of like the big one. But yeah, while I was up here on my soapbox, I wanted to say that real quick because I'm a big MCU nerd, and this is going to be like the most important movie ever. So, another thing before we get started, so I was on TikTok the other day, right? Y'all go on TikTok.
As right? We do.
Yeah, Michael, you go on TikTok. I was swiping through my For You page, and this video of Italy. It was like a really beautiful scenic video of Italy. And some guy in like the lake eating a slice of pizza, and That's Amore was playing by Dean Martin. You all know the song, When the Moon Hits Your Eye Like a Big Pizza Pie, right? So that was playing in the background. And it kind of...
Actually, I have a great joke that ties into this, and I'll get to it in a second, I guess.
Okay. So the song, and I got transported back to my childhood to a place in Los Angeles called The Grove, like an outdoor mall, and every like 5 hours they would do a fountain show with That's Amore playing, and I was like, it's amazing how this music just transported me back like 15 years, and it's like
I think, and this memory was with you, I think, and it's funny because Simple Rooster in the chat just mentioned Harry Potter, but I think this was when the Half-Blood Prince came out. There was a night where me and you were there. The movie had just come out. There was literally a line from one side of the mall to the other, and I remember me and you walking through, and it was nighttime, and That's Amore was playing while the fountain was going crazy, and that's what I think of when I hear that song.
So you think of Harry Potter when it plays?
Not so much like Harry Potter, but specifically that moment in time where like me and you were just walking through I don't want to say through the mall because it's outdoors, but it was nighttime, and it was just kind of like almost like a fever dream type moment.
So in all like signs lead back to the Grove essentially. And if you've never been to like Los Angeles, it's like it's probably a big corporate disgusting place now that's all dirty, but back then it was like the coolest shit I've ever seen in my life, and it's very nostalgic. But I just wanted to touch down real quick about how music just kind of does that shit to you. It like transports you back to like very nostalgic times. I'm sure all of you have it, whether you've thought about it or not. There's probably a song that you hear and you're like, oh my god, that makes me think of this other time. LA is fucking weird. Hoagie Fest, I agree. Michael and I grew up there. We lived there for I lived there for like 11 years. Michael probably a little bit longer than me, but yeah, I'd like to go back.
An extra summer, I think.
Yeah, like an extra summer. Well, also you're born before me, but
yeah.
oh shit, that's right. So I have
honestly, I've heard it's pretty whack out there now.
Yeah, but that's what the Democrats or the Republicans say. Excuse me.
But I mean, even like from a cost of living standpoint, I mean, it was so expensive to live out there when we lived there. I can't imagine what it would be like now, like 12 years later.
But I was a kid, so I didn't have to pay any money. But now I do, and I'm in shambles. But let's see what's going on. How's everyone feeling tonight? Everyone feeling good? A lot of people here hanging out, and I appreciate you guys for that. But cat check.
Cat check.
One of them just took a dump. We'll get to that later. But let's get to our guests. I'm extremely thrilled about today's episode. They're a heavy-hitting deathcore band hailing from the swamps of Southwest Florida named Murkov. They put out their self-titled EP in 2019 and performed along bands such as Chelsea Grin, Stick to Your Guns, Amir, Body Snatcher, and Spite. You can listen to their latest single, Bloodletting, on Spotify, Apple Music, and other music streaming services. So let's go ahead and let's bring in the old Murkov. So here's the guys. Let me introduce them real quick. We got Michael Darrow on vocals. We got Chris Russo on bass, and we got Josh Collins on guitar. What's up, guys?
Yo.
This is so cool.
What's funny is I thought about for a second, this is actually the original lineup of Murkov because we've got you here too.
That's right. We got the drummer back. Yo,
man.
Sweet Muffin, thank you for the gifted sub. So this is really cool. We haven't had a group yet on our podcast. This is the first time we have 5 people right now. And how was your days? What's going on? How you feeling?
I'm great. I'm stuck in traffic for 2 hours.
It looks like you're in traffic right now, actually.
You know, and I'm really glad I'm not.
I don't want to touch down too much on work, but I heard you're commuting to Tampa every day now.
Every day.
Oh no! Why are you commuting to Tampa?
Just what I need to do right now.
Oh wait, how long is that for though?
Indefinitely.
Oh shit!
Mike's in Tokyo right now.
Talk about a commute, am I right?
Am I right? How's the audio levels? I hope everyone sounds good. It was we were sitting here for about 20 minutes trying to adjust all the volumes, but it's what you get, guys. So I am so stoked to be sitting here talking to a whole band, pretty much. I will answer on behalf of really early Murkov. Very early, I can attest to. But so a few weeks ago, you guys just came back for Nomadic's Euphoria release show. How was that?
Nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I think the word is anxiety.
A lot of anxiety.
It was also a lot of fun.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I think that especially like coming back after not playing a show for like 2 years because we had like COVID and everything. I think everybody was pretty like anxiety ridden, but you guys didn't show it on stage at least, and you guys really killed it. So great job.
Yeah,
dude, it was crazy because not only was it our first show back in like 2.5 years, but it was like almost all new songs, like songs we never played before. We practiced it obviously like once or twice before, but it was just like a whole new thing.
Yeah,
it was kind of nuts.
And like honestly, you would never know. But I mean, that's kind of like the great thing about playing new songs live is like the audience has never heard these songs live. So if you fuck something up, like nobody's gonna know. So you just kind of roll with it.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was at this. I just say 2 years because that's how long COVID was. I know it was more than 2 years. So let's say like 2.5 years since you guys played your last show, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. There was this whole thing called COVID going on. So there was a whole process of like getting adjusted again to performing live. What was what was it like to get your first confirmation of another show in this whole like 2-year fever dream?
So like we knew before COVID hit that we were playing this show with Nomadic, and there was like a whole different lineup, and like it was weird waiting for James to be like, hey, the show is happening again. And just that like idea that like, wow, we should have done this like a long time ago, and you know, this is a weird feeling kind of thing.
It well, like Michael said, you never know like anything was going on. Like you guys came back so naturally, and
Yeah, I mean the stage presence was great. You guys just felt like super confident. It seemed like, which is always really nice to see. And I mean, we've seen Mike perform a bunch of times. Mike is always like super scary on stage, and he was right back in his element, and it was super cool to see.
yeah. By the way, we were there. We saw the comeback show. And
we were there. We were in the crowd. We were in the pit.
yeah, we made history being there, and they kind of shook the whole floor, I think. And yeah, so that was really cool. Welcome back to playing shows again. I know it was driving everybody crazy out there not playing shows. It is kind of weird to be in this like place and time where shows are happening again, and only got COVID from one show so far, so that was cool. Which
that was a super spreader.
It was not the super spreader like we discussed, but Mike happened to be there and performing within Gloom, so you know, it just happens.
I feel very lucky. We've been able to see Mike perform twice in like a month, and it's been pretty cool.
Yeah, I was kind of exhausted. Mike, how are you feeling? I was just watching and I was exhausted.
That was our surf outings for the month.
I love you guys. No, I honestly, I'm sad that we're not playing for quite a while. It's gonna be quite a while till our next show, and it kind of got me bummed out, to be honest.
For which one, Murkov or in Gloom?
Both actually. Probably not till July.
Well, you guys did 2 years. You can do it again. Don't worry.
Yeah, you know.
Also, Spooker Natural in the chat says it was super fun to see you all at the Crowbar, and you guys did amazing. So we've got some fans in chat, obviously.
Yeah, they were there to share the moment with us.
That's cool.
But so in this time that no one was playing, were you guys still working on stuff?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was really strange because obviously like we couldn't see each other. Normally our process would be like, you know, we'd come up with something and then bring it up to James Lewis up in Tampa, who would record it and, you know, help us kind of make it a song. And then we just sort of like we couldn't do that, so we did it all over Zoom, which is crazy. It was just like a whole thing. Like Josh playing it on one screen and then like, oh, are you playing this? And it's like, no, it's supposed to be like this. And dude, it was such a strange process.
I can't even imagine. That sounds grueling, honestly. It sounds really exhausting. Like when we're
I have a question. Is Josh the Billy Corgan of Murkov?
He's like a nicer Billy Corgan.
Okay. Well, that's fair because the standards are pretty rough, I think, for Billy Corgan. He was like a notorious perfectionist.
No, nothing like that. But I usually I do, you know, I write most of the riffs for Murkov. But like when we were doing this year, me and James went back and forth a lot over Zoom, and it was like really tough at first because it was just like awkward, you know. But like eventually it became like a really easy process in the end. And we got quite a bit done that way.
Yeah, I bet at first it was really hard to like grasp the concept of like jamming while also being like, you know, 100 miles away from each other. But then like you get a hold of it really quickly.
It was weird. Well, the way we were doing it, we were demoing all the stuff, and I was sending all the stuff I had to James, and then he would play it and be like, is this right? And I'd have to be like, no, this is how I play it. So we'd be playing together on Zoom, and it was fucking weird, but it was awesome at the same time.
So you would send him like Tux guitar files?
Yeah, exactly.
See, when Chris said are you playing it like this? No, I'm playing it like this. I imagine that you would literally just show him the song, playing it on camera, and be like, all right, now you play
Well,
it.
yeah,
That's
both.
yeah,
Like
okay.
if he had trouble, if he had trouble with a certain riff, I'd be like, listen, you got to play it like this instead, and like that's how it went from there.
How was the sound quality of doing something like that? Did it come out okay?
Dude, honestly, it was not bad. I thought it was gonna be atrocious, but dude, it was fine.
Nice.
Cause I think when he shared his screen with us, it sounded fine. I could hear everything that he was tracking. So yeah, it was all good.
So I guess it's like safe to say you guys are working on a new release, huh?
A bunch of new releases.
What could that mean?
I don't know.
What? So you guys are working on your next release, and you spent the whole intermission of life doing that. That sounds really dark. I'm sorry. But
It's accurate. It's accurate.
It was a little dark. Where are you heading with this new material?
Everywhere.
To the moon, brother.
Disclose on that.
So I would say with what we're working on right now is we're trying to figure out a way to release it in a way that's not like standard. Like we don't want to just just throw an album at people and be like, here you go. We want to make it special for us, special for everybody listening, special for everybody that's like partaking in like every piece of the release. You could call it an album, you can call it what you want, but it's been a long process making it, so I'm fine with making it a long process releasing it because I want it done the right way, if that makes sense.
It does. Are you guys looking at, and I know like me and Chris have discussed this before, where the current like release model for new albums seems to be that you kind of just release a song at a time until eventually the whole album is out. Is that kind of what you guys are thinking about doing, or?
Kinda.
Yeah, releasing music is really strange now because it's like before you could release something as one complete work, right? Like an album, and you could have like an intro and whatever, assuming someone is going to listen to it start to finish. But now you kind of have to like rethink it a little bit and like release things as like, all right, it's got to be released as its own thing, but still a part of that. Like it still has to go together with that.
Yeah.
So it kind of opens up like a bunch of possibilities.
Because I was thinking about this. I believe it was Smashing Pumpkins. We're getting back on them again. Michael told me that they're releasing like a new record that's supposed to be the new melancholy and the infinite sadness of this this decade. And back then, that record was two sides, probably like what, 16 or 17 songs on each side. Michael, fact check.
So are we talking about vinyl? Because
no, just the actual record.
Yeah. So there's two parts to Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. There's like 16 songs on each part, I think.
Yeah, that's 32 tracks, and I don't think we have the attention span these days to listen to a 32 track album. Wouldn't you say?
So, I don't know if it's going to be a sequel to Melancholy in that sense. I think it's more of like a thematic sequel to Melancholy, if that makes sense. Because like you said, like this generation, we don't have that attention span to listen to like a double album like they did in the 60s or 70s. Corgan already tried that like 10 years ago with Tea Garden by Kaleidoscope, I think. It was like an ongoing album. He would release like an EP at a time, but it was supposed to be a big album of like 48 songs or something, and it never got done.
See, I could definitely see you falling off of that. Like you're in like the beginning and you're like, I'm ready to make this record and I have this big idea, and then you get into it and you're like 10 songs in and you're like, I can't do this, man. Like we're dropping off right here. Like I can always see that happening, but no one has the attention span anymore to listen to that many tracks, and I believe that's my theory as to why bands are always like, All right, here comes 7 singles off an 8-track record. So,
yeah, I mean, that gets you more. I feel like because that's like exciting for people, you know. Like if you release just one big album, it's like, okay, here you go. Here's Be Happy for one day, you know, as opposed to like breaking it up and being like, here's a little something every couple of weeks. Hit the big happy button.
The big happy button. I like the whole it's Friday, come get your new song, yes dear, and you know.
Dude, like the Acacia Strain though.
Yeah.
Like a year or two ago, like dude, they had people like going crazy for that stuff, and they released those. They released them on what is it, the 7 inches?
Yeah, they released 7 inches with different variants for every single single.
And it like spelt out like a part of it. That was nuts. I remember I was working nights, and I was like waiting till midnight to drop to like sneak off to go order the next one before it sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, and they ate that shit up so hard. Anything Acacia Strain, people just kind of lose their minds for merch wise.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So you guys do plan on doing like single after single?
Maybe we are.
Maybe okay. Maybe we're not ready to talk about that yet. Totally understandable.
We like to be mysterious like that.
Yeah, of course. So we're working on new music, right? This means, and this hurts me a little bit. That means we are retiring the first EP.
Not entirely.
Not entirely.
Define retire.
Yeah.
Just kind of, you know, it's not going to be in the set list anymore. Or when you're playing your longer sets live, you're going to come out at the last second with like Brother Dread or Wrath or something, and then the crowd goes fucking nuts. Is that where we're trying to get to?
That's the goal.
We've all seen it.
It was a really nice sweet spot for me at the comeback show, and kind of a dream come true, having everybody like scream the words back at me for the end of Wrath. It's definitely like that whole EP is very sentimental to me. I know it's got a special place in everybody in the band's sweet spot. It'll never be fully retired, but we need to move on from it. We need to do new stuff, and the new material will speak for itself.
Speaking of moving on, I mean, we heard some of the new stuff when you guys played a couple weeks ago. It seems like, I think this is fair to say, that there's a little bit of a change in direction of like musical style going on. How would you guys say that the new music is different compared to like the first EP?
Well, I would say like the EP is more like straightforward deathcore. You know, it's really awesome sounding deathcore. But with the new stuff, it's like really jumping out of our comfort zone of just, you know, traditional deathcore, you know, and throwing in other elements, just like other inspirations we have, and just throw it in the mix. So like there will be songs like, you know, without blast beats and stuff, but they're still really heavy and deathcore and everything like that. And like just like little things like that to mix up the chemistry a little bit.
Throwing in stuff like new metal and hardcore, and just kind of grabbing from all directions.
You're coming at from all sides. Okay.
I think that's great, honestly, because I mean, I think like Chris kind of knows how my stance is on this. Like genres like deathcore, like there's only so many things you can do with it, like before it starts to kind of get stale. So I think introducing like other genres and like your own kind of style into it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and like that's a risk too. Like sometimes deathcore bands do this and they don't sound good when they do that. But I feel like we've done it. I feel like we figured it out big time.
The people,
based off what we heard, I think it's safe to say that you guys are onto something with it.
The people know what they want, and they're very stubborn about it. And you either have to give them what they want, or you gotta just push through into their brain, say this is what we're playing, and you're gonna get down with it. And then they do get down with it. But speaking of that, when are the cleans coming into Murkov?
We heard
Maybe-
Mike does really good cleans. So
Yeah.
when are we gonna get Mike cleans?
Maybe sooner than you think. I am very
Oh.
critical about my cleans. There's very few people that have heard them, and I don't know if I'm ready to release it to the public, but maybe sooner than you think. It'll depend because the new stuff isn't fully done, so
Gotcha.
it's not there yet, but it might be. There might be a spot for it.
I heard that your cleans are very, very good. Like, very impressive.
That being
I
said,
appreciate
I've
that.
heard them. I think they are. And
I appreciate that.
what deathcore band just incorporated cleans that really pissed everybody off? Who was it? I saw it.
I know people didn't like the slaughter cleans, but I like.
Yeah, Alex Terrible can do whatever he wants. But someone on Facebook was complaining like, "Don't do cleans in deathcore," and it's like, I thought Chelsea Grin did deathcore clean singing really well in like their one
Talking
EP.
about the EP, dude, is hard.
Dude, and no one liked it, and that's when they brought
I
in
love it, dude.
Jason Richardson and it was Born of a Chelsea Grin, and it was really good.
Maybe I'm like oblivious to this, but is it still technically deathcore if there's cleans in it, or does it become like metalcore at that point?
Here we go.
I would still certainly call it deathcore. It's just like
Okay.
there's a different mix up in style because like deathcore, it's there's death metal elements in it, so that automatically it's got death metal elements and it's got breakdowns. It's just got some cleans in it too, so that's still deathcore.
I think it all comes down to the riffs and the very little things that make it the genre what they are. You think deathcore kids are bad? You should have seen death metal fans when Elagion added them. That's who it was. Elagion was the band that I was thinking of.
Yeah.
But so I'm so glad that you guys are working on some new material. Though I don't think you guys aren't ready yet. The world is not ready for it. And like Mike, like what you said, it's a slow process, and that's okay. I think that is A-okay in my book. You guys take as long as you need because it's going to be well worth it, and people are going to be waiting for it.
Nice.
See, we got famous James in the chat. What's up?
Iggy Kate, thank you for the follow. What's up? Famous James is in the chat.
Is that James Lewis?
James Lewis.
That is James Lewis.
You already know.
Shout out James Lewis.
Mr. Pneumatic himself.
Mike can sing fucking beautifully. Wow. Unga bunga riffs and Mike cleans. The duality of Mike. But here's a question I've had for a long time, and we have him sitting with us right now. We have the Brother Dread in the house.
Oh shit.
So if you guys have watched the Brother Dread music video by Murkov, the debut single, there is a serial killer in it by the name of Brother Dread, who is named after the song. And Michael was the one who played him, like the scarecrow flannel hillbilly looking guy.
It was like a last minute thing too, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, there was a whole ordeal, but
Yeah.
that we had the whole squad out in Yorkshire recording this video, and it was really, really fucking cool.
It was a
think
cool
Mike
experience
grilled.
for sure.
Mike grilled burgers too, I think.
I
Did
missed
he?
that.
I did grill burgers for everybody.
I think my memory's a little hazy of that night. I was wearing like 3 layers of like shirts,
Yeah.
and it was
we
like
were also
summer
all
Florida.
drinking a lot, but
It
it
was
was a fun time.
It was
a fun
middle
time.
of summer, and I had to play drums next to 2 lit torches, and it was really hot, and I was really nervous about getting my parts right and everything.
And wasn't there like 6 of them? There was like
Yeah.
6 of them.
There
at
was
one
a
Oh
point.
yeah, there's a bunch of them.
There was 2 on either side of me, and then there was like
Yeah.
4 more to surround the
Yeah.
band. But I had like some kind of anxiety about playing drums that late out in the field. I thought
Oh yeah.
some crazy bastard was gonna come out with a shotgun or something, but
I was gonna say that's the part that
Dude, it
scares
was
me about that
weird.
area is there's always like fucking weirdos out there.
Yeah.
but
We were the weirdos that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. If I were to stumble upon something like that in the middle of the woods, I would fuck right off, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not messing with that.
but also there was like 10 of us, right? And a
Yeah.
lot of expensive equipment though. I don't know. It could have gone sideways multiple ways. But anyway, so I brought up Brother Dread because if you notice in the music video for Bloodletting, Brother Dread does make a return to do a sacrifice or something. I can't follow these deathcore stories. They're very difficult to follow.
You gotta read the graphic novel.
Who brought that up in chat? Poppy Bingus brought up Murkov illustrated story when. Yeah, it's kind of leading into this. This is all coming together for me right now.
It's already out. You have to. You can only get it by getting a Queen record and flipping it in reverse at 76 RPMs.
Oh, interesting.
And
When you need to tell me these things, Chris.
See, that's why he's the band dad.
No. Original band dad. I let him be band dad.
I think we
Don't get it twisted.
Who's the
I heard
son?
that we're getting a Murkov record that has Chris's face on one side and Mike's face on the other. When's that dropping? That's a sick variant. I want that.
But
next summer?
Which one's side A and which one's side B? How do we tell?
Which side is which side?
Definitely side A.
I'm side 1.
Whoa. But it's 180 gram. I'm not getting into this whole vinyl thing.
It's gotta be 180 grams.
But
it's gotta be thick.
It's gotta be really thick.
Thick.
So I'm curious. Is there a common theme with our friend Brother Dread appearing in all these things? Can we say there's possibly a Brother Dread cinematic universe approaching us?
Absolutely.
I mean, why not? You know, like we did the bloodletting video, and we were just like, we should totally put that fucker in the video, and we did. So maybe he'll be in the next video too. So
if he is, call your boy.
He's
over
kind
here.
of like our he's like kind of like our Eddie, you know, from Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I hope to see
He's
him on more shirts soon. But I hope to see him in more videos, and maybe he'll introduce a whole team of serial killers. So I wanted to do something really quick. This is running a little bit longer.
Nice.
Cody, thank you for the follow. So I think we're gonna run a quick ad. Just to, we got to keep the money coming in. So everyone, hang tight and enjoy this ad.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Sound Corner, I come to you today with a matter of the utmost urgency. At every show that they play, Murkov is notorious for drinking all the beer. Now that's all in good fun, but it's coming to an end, and it's coming to an end for us all. Based on the current statistics of Murkov drinking all the beer, we have about maybe 5 to 7 more shows before all of the beer in Southwest Florida has been completely consumed by Murkov. That leaves no beer for them to drink, and it leaves no beer for us to drink at these shows. So what can we do? How can we solve this problem so everyone can drink the beer? It's simple. We need PBR. I'm asking you, the viewers, to help us remedy this. Go on social media, at PBR, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you use. We must get their attention on Murkov, and we must secure these boys a sponsorship. I feel that if we don't, we will soon run out of beer to drink, and then nobody can drink all of the beer. So please, help me help ourselves, and help Murkov. Thank you, Sound Corner. Have a wonderful night.
fucking love Blake so much.
That was what'd you guys think?
Blake. If you can hear this right now, if we're back from the ad, I love you so much.
Yo, we
That's so great.
needed like all of the Murkov boys just as a reaction while that was playing.
Yo, whoa.
Oh.
Hello?
What is hello?
Get-
Who is that?
Oh no!
Do my eyes deceive me?
Who is it? Whoa!
Get him out of here!
Oh my
no!
Oh my God! There he is.
I heard this podcast need a little help.
Oh man.
We were struggling.
This podcast was a little boring.
I'm literally
Needed some
dying.
assistance.
I'm literally dying. What the fuck?
It's okay, I'm here.
It's fucking Hacker Man.
We can start the interview now.
All right, guys.
Practice is over.
All right, gear up. It's getting real. Put on your big boy pants.
Oh god.
He's like in dead center
Guys,
too.
they're still cheering.
I can't.
The interview's all on him now. Look at that. He's like in the center of the screen and everything.
What the
James
fuck?
Lewis here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ringleader of Pneumatic.
What do you got for me?
My sleep paralysis demon.
Ask away.
What's it like having the hugest cock?
That's right. I heard.
Oh man.
Are you hung like a horse? That was what I heard.
Oh my god.
Hung like a horse.
James hung like a horse.
Thighs
Lewis.
thick like tree trunks. Oh man.
I'm
Anyways,
not drunk enough for this.
I heard we weren't talking about me for an hour.
So what's it like being a nomadic?
Talking about me for an hour.
We can talk about you. We can do whatever you want.
Oh my god.
This interview just got 10 times better.
Stop.
I'm sweating.
Who are these guys?
I'm also sweating.
Anyways, to the 5 of you, you're welcome.
Thank you.
He's
Chat,
pretty
can you
simple,
believe
that
this?
person.
Can you believe he's here?
I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it with my own eyes.
To the 5 of you, you're welcome.
He said it again. Are you in a bathroom stall right now? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm taking a shit. Hey, let's pause for a second. Let's take a moment of silence for Mike Darrow's shirt.
Everyone shut
Show
up.
off the shirt to all probably 8 viewers of this shitty podcast.
6. We got 6.
Okay, 6.
What about Josh's shirt? What about Josh's shirt?
Whoa,
and
whoa,
his
whoa,
wall
whoa.
flag?
Getting there. Now let's take another moment of silence for Josh's shirt.
Oh fuck.
Sunglasses going back
Yes.
on.
Sunglasses.
This fucking guy.
All right.
Anyways, you guys are welcome for writing all the new material. Next question.
What was it like working with Murkov at all?
Well, let's just say this. Without me, there is no Murkov. Oh, that's where you cue. You can you? Chris, we talked about.
It's playing.
Oh, it is? I just can't hear it?
No, you just can't hear it.
Anyways, next question.
So, do you want to get out of here and play some Warzone or something, or?
Yeah, I've been waiting in the lobby, boys. Where you at?
This is running a little long. Sorry.
You know that I got roasted because I still play Destiny 2 and it's 20,000. What year is it? 20.
You probably should get roasted for that.
Yeah,
Honestly.
honestly.
Wait, what's wrong with that? They've still got new content coming out.
Do you know who I am?
The first Destiny is better.
Dude. Do you know who I am?
Whose bathrobe is that?
Without me, there is no you.
It's probably Austin's.
Oh. Dark
Flipping the
Shades
mic.
of Horror.
James looking like evil Kermit.
Oh my
I can't
God.
concentrate on this. I can't watch
It's
this.
just
Between,
did we preview
Blake
this?
and James.
What song did we preview?
Oh, that's
We
right.
haven't-
We still have some previews to.
I'll handle it. I'll handle it.
Okay.
Dark Shades of Horror. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh my
dun,
God.
dun, 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 dun. It's a Murkov song, so we need to have doom doom key doom doom key doom. Done. No preview needed.
That was
He
the
pretty much
preview.
nailed it. Like
Yeah.
that's what it sounds like.
Is this
honestly.
is this happening right now?
I'm gonna jump into the traffic.
Yeah, you guys are
Dude.
welcome for the Nomadic show.
Thank
Yeah,
you, James.
Did you?
You're welcome.
The
to
lead
the
singer
Nomadic
wouldn't.
show.
The lead singer wouldn't sign my fucking vinyl though that
Yeah,
I
what-
bought.
Yeah. What the fuck?
You're damn right.
I waited for like a fucking hour, man.
Sorry, man. I was just talking to too many fans.
That's fair.
Anyway, so Murkov, these guys are useless at interviewing. So, when was it that you realized that you'd be nothing without me?
I got a question for you, man.
Okay, all right, hit me.
When did you realize you'd be nothing without us?
Dark Shades of Horror.
Is that a Metallica song? Is that off the Black album?
I hope everybody didn't leave the chat the second I got in here.
Oh, 100% they did.
It definitely
If
did.
they didn't, I am encouraging them to do so.
No, wait, guys. It's just gonna get better.
Hey, Mike, you actually lied to the people, though. Now I'm being
What do you
serious.
mean?
You
What do you
said there
mean?
was no melodic. The melodic vocals are coming very soon.
I didn't lie to the people. There are no melodic vocals recorded yet.
Ooh.
Are we not? Are we telling lies right now?
No.
Oh, okay.
I thought we were talking about cleans.
Yeah, like cleans.
Oh, you mean like, yeah, ha.
Something like that, sure.
I hope.
Okay. Okay.
Is there
What
plans
song
for
are we
that?
previewing later today?
I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know.
I
This
sent
is
you
the
guys
worst
the.
podcast I've ever seen.
I sent you guys the email.
If James doesn't know and he's on the podcast, then I don't know if he should.
He doesn't know.
Which
be
song are we previewing?
I can't tell what's a bit and what's like genuine.
Can you
That's
imagine?
right.
The
That
lines
was the
are so
whole
blurred.
point.
Hey, we did a whole 2-hour podcast with James. Can you
We did.
imagine how that felt?
Oh, I bet.
Yo, I got to tell you guys. Okay, speaking about the podcast, I got to tell you guys something. This is important. You guys cool with that? We all cool?
Yeah, go
We
ahead.
all ready for a serious talk?
You have the floor.
Yeah.
I mean, this podcast is about me, so I think it's okay for me to come in here and do this.
Yeah.
So I was hanging out with my friend Lauren and his mom, okay? And we were in the car. And Lauren drives kind of shitty, right? He's kind of like, doesn't really drive that well. And so I was making fun of him for his driving, okay? And his mom goes, we wanted, this is why we wanted to put him in driver's ed. And I said, oh, so you put him in driver's Tom instead.
You know what? That joke gets funnier every time I hear it.
That was the best telling too. That was the best
That
one.
was.
That was really good. That was a good one.
Get me out of here.
No.
Because it's like, okay, so Ed is like a name, and I said Tom. I mean, I should have said Fred. Fred would have been funnier. Driver's Fred, you know what I mean? But I said Tom. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie about what I said. But I think if I had said Driver's Ed or Driver's Fred, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
You guys get it?
Yeah.
Because Ed is a name.
It is. It's a good one. It's really funny.
Chris, was this planned?
I'll never tell.
What do you mean you'll never tell?
I'll
You
never
better fucking tell me. I know where you live.
Hey,
That's
hey,
true.
Chris and Josh. Chris Russo and Josh.
Oh my god.
What do you want?
God, not this again. Listen, we
Sorry, you tell him. You tell him.
we spent some time with James this past weekend on and it was basically just 10 hours of him just doing this with his fingers. Like Josh was there, his guitar was plugged in, and he'd be like, "Yeah, man, so I got a part like this," and James would just like turn around real menacingly in his chair, just doing like, "Yes."
They brought up
That
the
is.
podcast, and I was like, "Yes, I know you have a podcast."
Oh
He's an evil
I
villain.
get it now.
It
Very
all makes
good.
He's
no!
evil.
Fuck.
Top
Dude,
five.
the second you guys announced it, I messaged Verba, and I was like, "You know, I'm joining that podcast."
I also, when I went to go see James, I told him, "Oh, we had plans to get this person on," and James is like, "Just get me. Look, can I come on too?" I was like, "Yeah, you could be on every single episode, actually."
Dude, you're gonna get some like serious, like big fucking people on here, and I'm gonna be like,
Hey, he's gonna message me. Hey, put on Back in Black right now. Put it on. Cue it up.
That's awesome.
But
Wait, so what song are we previewing?
should we find out right now? Does the chat want to hear a new Murkov song? I can't hear him. Can you guys hear him?
The
can't
chat's
hear
talking awfully quiet.
Yeah, they're being
Yeah,
really
the
quiet.
chat's not talking.
No,
I need
oh,
to
we-
type louder.
Oh, it's a big no. Okay,
We got
then
one
won't play
no.
a new song.
2
All
no's.
right, then we won't play a new song.
We got a yes.
I haven't looked at the chat once today.
we got a yes.
Bet you
Okay.
haven't.
2 yeses. 3. Okay. It's looking pretty good for you guys.
I guess.
Yes. We got eyeballs. Hollow Queen said no. Okay, so we're not gonna do it.
They don't want it.
Ah.
I guess they'll just have to wait then.
Yeah.
What song did you guys pick out though? Because there's only 2.
You're gonna have to.
Because there's only a 50% chance that it's one, and a 50% chance that it's the other one.
Poppy Bingus actually suggested we just keep playing Back in Black. So.
Back in Black. Oh,
Just
okay, yeah.
after you put it on.
Bet.
Okay, guys, we're gonna give you a new Murkov song right fucking now.
That's funny.
What did we think, guys? What did we think? It
This is fun.
This
You
is
having
the
fun?
most memey podcast you've done so far, I think.
It's James. When
Yeah.
James is on, it goes off the rails.
This has been a pretty meta podcast for us, I think.
Hell yeah.
It's like having Eric Andre on or something. It just.
I gotta be, dude. Josh, your face, you look actually pissed off that I'm here, dude. I'm like, the
He's just
entire time,
he's
I'm like,
hiding it very well.
I'm like, they are mad that I'm here.
I'm not mad. I'm not
I
even
do
surprised.
They're going through the 5
Unexpected.
stages of grief.
What do you say, Josh?
Unexpected.
Exactly. That was the plan.
Hard.
So
Did you guys like the hood? The hood was a good.
the hood was. I thought you were like a big Call of Duty streamer or something
Are we,
at first.
are we back on?
Yeah, we're back on.
We are back on.
Oh.
We're back
And
on.
the chat sounds like they liked the preview.
Yeah. Everyone
Wait,
liked
which part did you guys play? Dodo.
It was actually just the end of the song with just a dung dung.
Dog.
it was actually a voice clip of you doing that.
Yo, dude, when we were like thinking about writing a song with that sound in it, James had it programmed on like this little like MIDI keyboard, and we'd just be like talking like seriously. And he would just press it mid conversation and just stare at you. And it was just the most disruptive, annoying thing I think I've ever heard in my life.
I don't know. Sorry, dude. I don't know if you guys talked about this in the podcast yet, but my memories of producing these songs together with you guys in the very beginning is like being so awful because we were so depressed and so miserable on Zoom because COVID had just started,
Yeah.
and it would be like 10 in the morning, and us just like, okay, let's write a fucking song.
Oh,
And
gosh, I don't have anything.
My
Yeah.
Vegas memory, my like not Vegas, my most vivid memories are me eating and like my mic being turned off and flipped away and you still yelling at me like quit fucking chewing in the microphone. I can't fucking stand it. Just fucking just really off at me and I'm just like, dude, it's off, like it's away. Like I can't help it.
Verba, you need to understand that I had to apologize to these guys because, dude, there would be times where we'd be like recording, and dude, we're on Zoom. We can barely hear each other. They can barely hear what I'm recording, and it's just none of us want to be there. We've been doing it for a long time, and someone would be like, "So why don't we do a two-step next?" And I would go, "What does that mean?"
I could imagine how frustrating that would get.
Yeah, man. It's like, it's funny. I was just telling the guys the other day on Friday that like having a Murkov session is by far one of the most, especially a Darrow session is by far like one of the most rewarding recording sessions I can have. It's similar to Clara, actually, honestly, because it's like really talented people, really good ideas, and everyone's down to work hard. But not the juxtaposition, but the difference between like in-person Murkov sessions and those fucking awful Zoom sessions in the beginning of 2020, dude, it's awful, man. Those sessions sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be getting so pissed off for nothing.
Yeah.
Like I was like sitting down with you and recording our most recent single. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
so fucking tired just from you and I bouncing ideas off each other.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
imagine sitting at my computer chair, looking at a webcam and getting fucking pissed
just-
off and shit.
And you're just like this. Okay, dude, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine. No, we don't need to do it again. No, it's good.
Yeah, man.
Dude,
It was rough, dude.
Like, we were talking about it earlier, and I was saying that like eventually it got easier because like when you know like what we're talking about, when
Yeah.
we're doing certain riff and shit like that, you know.
Yeah.
But like, dude, it would take like 6 hours to just do the guitar track.
Cody, thank you for the
Mhm.
tier
Like it
1
would take a long
sub.
fucking time.
It
Ben
took
Flowers,
a long
thank
time.
you.
And think about how we
Yeah.
fly through songs now.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, for
Yeah.
real. Like we would do it in the morning, like you said, and then like by the time we're done, it would be like 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
It was awful.
It was awful. It sucked. But dude, I really think we've made some of the best music that like has come out of this area. Like I straight up, I listen to a lot of these songs. Obviously, most of them don't have. I don't know how much you've told on this podcast,
Nothing.
so I'm just.
Virtually nothing.
Well, we've written what 13 songs, something
Yeah.
like that, and almost all of them are fucking awesome. Like we have trouble picking the ones to go forward with, and like, dude, like Josh has written the catchiest riffs. There's one riff that I'm thinking of right now that I can't say that's on one of the singles coming out. That is just like the simplest fucking thing ever. It's just like a half step move and then an upstroke, and it's so fucking good and so fucking catchy. And my job with writing these songs, not with writing these songs, but with producing these songs, is to produce. So they come in with like riffs and ideas, and then we build songs out of them. And then it comes down to like Mike to turn them into like choruses and catchy parts and stuff like that. And so far, from the bottom up, it's been fucking sick. Like, these are some of the best songs I've ever heard. Ever. Like, I'm a huge fan of these songs. As a
Hell
listener.
yeah.
That's high praise.
Yeah, that's very high praise. Josh has he has this style. Like when we were writing the first EP, every riff was just mint. And some of these tracks I remember playing with him like in high school. Like we jam on and seeing him come to life now. It's rewarding. I bet it's definitely rewarding for him. It's so rewarding for me to see it. How far Josh has come as a guitarist and him getting to play the shit he wants to play, and then you putting your touches on it and you guys all working together to create this fucking monumental piece.
Dude, hell yeah. We're also giving. I haven't talked about Rooster too much, but I'm also pushing. I was pushing for. I don't remember the name of the song. I think it's
False
Deprivation.
Fire, thank you for
one
the
of the new songs
sub.
that we're working on. For Chris to like have like a bass solo thing on it. Like we do a lot of stuff on the bass with Chris playing by himself and like just a hi-hat groove or whatever. But now I am trying, as the songs move on, to have a push for him doing intricate stuff inside the parts and not just following the guitar and stuff like that. And Chris has been super receptive to that too. It's sick, dude. It's like this shit is awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I think
And
Chris.
then, like another cool thing about the new stuff, like on the EP, there's like small bass solos and stuff like that. A lot of the songs in this are like that, like times like 4. So like there's parts where everybody is really heard. Like there's big bass solos and there's big drum solos and really big vocal solos. And dude, Mike
Yeah.
really shines big time.
The last song we recorded vocals on, I don't want to give away too much, but like there's this big chorus section with like repeating like chants, but then we recorded the end breakdown. And one thing, like I tell those guys, the reason I love having Mike in the studio is because I think I even told you guys this when I was on the podcast, is I abuse the shit out of Mike. I'll be like, again, and we will layer. I'll have him do the same line, dude, like 7 times for just 2 words. And then we'll do it throughout the entire song. And he's just hitting it. And I'll be so specific about the vocal that I want out of him. I'll be like, no, it needs to sound exactly like this. And he'll mold his voice in front of me. And we have this one section at the end of the most recent song we did where it's like a breakdown that's kind of quiet, kind of slow. And there's this big kind of empty section. And there's like 5 mics just fucking going at the same time. I don't want to say more about the part because it's so fucking sick, but you 3 know the part that I'm talking about.
Oh
You
yeah.
know?
Just
And
So
it's literally like monstrous. Like I think I heard you guys talking about like deathcore and metalcore and vocals and all that stuff, and I've been very clear on my opinion that like new deathcore is about like how gurgly and shitty can this quiet fucking deathcore vocalist get. And to me that's doing all the snarly weird stuff is taking away from the power of like brutal metal vocals. And Mike has both in him, but I'm like, Ingloom's your outlet for that shit, motherfucker. For Murkov, we're getting loud and we're punching people in the face with your fucking vocals. And this dude is a fucking monster. Like Josh and I hope your ears were ringing on Friday, Mike. We were talking about you. We were literally talking about how like every time Mike comes into the studio, he does something new that we go, what the fuck?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, you
So-
never cease to surprise us, bro.
So for
Hey, I'll be
that
right back,
part,
guys.
yeah, that's fine. So for that part, not to keep on this tangent, but I normally don't spit vocals over breakdowns, like from previous stuff we recorded, from bloodletting and other stuff. Like I typically don't put vocal lines over breakdowns. For the most recent song that we did, I did, and I felt for the first time really confident in my vocal takes over a breakdown. And I'm excited for people to hear it.
It's huge, dude. It's huge.
So I never noticed that you said you don't like to lay down tracks on breakdowns. So I'm looking back, like
Yeah.
the big breakdown in Brother Dread, you don't do anything, and
I don't.
you just kind of let it ride out. And I think I like that more than just kind of like spitting
Yeah.
all over like the slam part.
When you
and
hear
stuff.
this, you're gonna fucking. It's a mixture of like him catering to the part well, and then also the stacking. I'm not trying to say my production skill. I'm saying like his ability to stack his vocals in a way that like makes sense
Yeah.
is fire, dude. It is so fire.
Because sometimes people will layer vocals and it'll just sound like piles of shit just all over. Just like, it doesn't make sense. But having multiple mics like punching me in the face, I love that.
Yeah.
Like 5 mics
Bro.
beating me up.
We've been going for like the wall of sound style with vocals.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
my kind of style
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
I'm all into that shit right now.
But yeah, that was like a big thing, like really pushing to be different out here. So, and I feel like we are definitely we're really doing it. Like it's being achieved right now. So,
Oh yeah, dude, the new songs, they're like deathcore songs, but they have industrial like bangs and clangs and warehouse noises, and then they also have choruses. Like almost every single song has choruses, and then we're also bringing back like movie samples and shit like that, and um layering as much as possible and like cheesy synths. And there's like a one of the songs that we haven't started doing the final recordings of, it's still in pre-pro. There's like this big Cradle of Filth ending at the end, like kind of cheesy, black metal-y, but in a sick way. Um, we just did a song on Friday that has like a blackened part in it too, and dude, it's cool. Like you can't nail it down at all. And in some ways, it's like closer to like new metal, not new metal like genre wise, but how new metal records you'll get like a Limp Bizkit record where one is super heavy or genty and then like the next song is super rappy. It's kind of that vibe where it's like lots of different flavors of metal, but still definitely sounds super Murkov.
Can we get some more teasers?
Are you guys doing
more teasers?
No, I only prepared like one clip. It took me forever, but I want to talk about how Mike is slowly like dissolving into the city. That he's like,
Am I really?
That's
Yeah.
that's a
He is
lyric
the mayor.
idea. Mike is slowly dissolving to the city.
that's pretty.
Write
Ooh.
that down for one of the new
Write that
songs.
down, yeah, guys, get on it.
The darker it gets in my room, the more I dissolve.
Where's the ring light, brother?
That's fucking Mark,
Do you guys want to see what I'm using for my ring light for this podcast?
What?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Oh shit!
You like that?
Oh, shit,
Yeah,
I should
yeah.
do that.
Technology, brother.
The UV
It works,
light in the
dude.
bathroom.
I definitely got on Josh's good side with my interruption, but I think I've lost Rooster now. I think Rooster's totally
he's checked out. He's done.
Yeah, he's totally checked out.
What?
He's had enough of my shit at this point.
Well, I'm good. I'm here, having a good time. It's good.
Well, do we need to stop the good time? How we doing?
I can keep going if y'all want to.
Y'all look kind of done. All
All
right.
Oh no.
Okay.
All right.
Poor James.
James.
we can talk shit now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't lie. That entrance was kind of insane, right? Chat thought they were all on
That was a good
ketamine.
time.
They were like, "This is the shit I see when I take too much Benadryl."
Going to robo tripping.
I told you guys that when we were getting everything ready for this, that this was going to be a kind of a wild ride, right? Did it meet up to it, or you guys?
Wild, it's a
You
good
guys
time.
were like,
It was different than our previous podcast for sure.
no, we've exchanged no knowledge or anything. We're just sitting around, but
Kind of hanging out.
But I thought this was fucking amazing. It was great sitting down when talking to you. I talk to you guys every day, pretty much, but talking to you guys like this has been fantastic. And you're
Hell yeah.
some of my best friends, and you guys are doing fantastic work with all this Murkov stuff and all this new material that you're working on. And thank you guys.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for being on here.
Yeah,
Thank you for having
Hell
us.
yeah.
this was a great return. Let's see what chat's going on about. Rooster needs Waffle House.
Dude, listen,
I need Waffle House right now.
We all
I
need
always
Waffle
need
House.
Waffle House.
We
That's
haven't-
never a question.
We haven't gone on a Waffle House trip together. Me and Joe went before he left
Yo.
for the Navy, and it gave me diarrhea. It gave me the diarrhengus.
Yo, but like legit, we've got a nice brand new Waffle House right down the street from us. It's right next to a police station. There's no crackheads. So
That's-
not
but
all of the Waffle House charm, but like it's still
It's
good.
got a little less flavor.
Yeah.
That's the problem, though. You can't have your southern hibachi in a safe environment. It's
Yeah, it's like-
always at a truck stop off some random exit in bumfuck nowhere. And there's always one pissed off guy behind the counter who like loathes your existence for coming in. That's the true Waffle House experience.
That is the true Waffle House experience. Oh, cat check.
Cat check.
Cat check.
Oh,
It's Kyle.
we got
Kyle looks a little upset. And Jibbies.
Hey guys, there they are.
Hey, you got there.
There's the cat check. Take it.
There's the cat check. My cat's somewhere. I don't know where she is.
Here, into the city.
Yeah, she is in the city. She's chilling.
Oh, space.
She's hanging out with the whores.
The cat whores. But let's arrange a Waffle House trip soon. And
For sure.
not at like 3 in the morning. I can't do that shit anymore.
Let's go right
Let's
now.
do it. Let's go right now.
You go right
I'll
now?
go right now.
Hey chat, y'all want to meet up at Waffle House? What's going on?
Off of exit 170. Let's go.
170.
170?
Yeah.
Let's
No.
go. I live right there.
Is that backwards? Is that a dangerous one?
I don't. That's too far.
So-
It's right off the way.
we
Chris,
got
I'll pick you up.
we got Northport. We got one right here in
Yeah,
Northport. We were just talking about it.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah?
it's not the true Waffle House experience, so.
Yeah, 170 is the true Waffle House experience. It's right off the highway.
I think
let's go.
everyone's prepared to come down here and get Waffle House. No.
Waffle House with Murkov. Blake's bringing all the beer.
I want to come down for
Hell
Anderson's open mic sometimes. Do you want to chill? Yeah. We should all go hang out at the Kava bar and see.
Actually, me and Chris have been planning on doing this for a while, and we just
Okay.
haven't made the trek yet.
see Chris Anderson and my drummer and my bassist and all that stuff.
But also
Okay.
me, because I'm gonna play too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Maybe I'll play
Hey.
too. Maybe I'll get behind the old drums. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe I'll play too.
No.
I won't be playing.
Yes, you will.
Yes, you will.
Mike's
Yeah,
gonna be
No.
there. He's gonna be doing his clean vocals. It's gonna be.
No.
I got
No.
some poetry prepared.
So you're gonna do some
Yeah.
slam poetry?
Slam poetry.
Do some death poetry?
We're gonna do some satanic Bible readings.
Don't do that.
Cool.
Don't do
This is
that.
a good Christian stream.
Are you gonna do it in the
I'm
style
sorry. I had to throw shade.
the
Just-
style
just
of
once.
gutturals?
Just once.
Yeah, you have to do it in tunnel vocal style.
Read some Edgar Allan Poe. Slam house.
Sorry.
No, we're not doing any of that. We're not doing any of that slams. No.
I'm sorry, I can't gargle peanut butter well enough.
Slam house poetry, but make it Murkov. Slam. Okay. Well, guys, I'll throw it back in them frog mouth. Sure. Okay. This was a fantastic episode. This was something else, and
This is funny.
This is fun, man.
we'll.
Oh my god, there he is again. Oh god. No.
Were we
Not
losing
again.
it? Were we losing it? What was going on?
Oh no.
This podcast got boring again.
I gotta pee.
No peeing. We're on the podcast. No.
You guys wrapping up yet?
Yeah, now that you're here, I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Okay.
I can literally,
Perfect timing.
I can hear Mike in the bathroom. So yeah, that's usually the sign. It's time to fucking.
Jesus.
Which mic?
The
Wait.
5 mics.
Oh, the 5. He's gonna come out of the alleyway because he's vengeance. All right, I want to give Mike a proper goodbye, but he's. So you gonna hop on some Destiny? What's going on?
Are we hopping into the Warzone?
where
Where
are
are
we?
we dropping, boys?
Where are we dropping?
Are we dropping in?
No, I'm playing Fortnite.
We're dropping in Tilted Towers, brother.
We're going to.
Are we dropping in?
fucking tower.
Mike, you're just in time for us to leave.
Okay, good. Good.
Not today.
Everybody in the chat that's not James, I love you all. Thank you for coming. James, eat my ass.
Cutting out is amazing. I love that.
Oh god.
We've exhausted everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Remove
Good night, guys.
everybody. Get out. Oh my god, that was something else, wasn't it?
That was something else. That exceeded my expectations.
I want to almost lock the server up in case anyone comes back.
I think we need to.
We'll be fine. Chat, this has been amazing. You guys really gave Murkov like a warm welcome back, like to coming on for the first time, and a warm welcome back for us. It's been super awesome. But before we go, I'll drop the Sound Corner group on Facebook, join it, and I will drop the Discord, the Club Pengu Discord, which is if it works. I don't think it'll work. I might have exhausted that.
For anybody who's not in the Discord already, it's become a very wholesome, kind of like tight-knit community, but it's been like a staple of our lives at this point.
Yeah. Drop in, share what you've been working on, share your creative content, share with us. Tell us what you thought of the stream, and be our friends.
It's a very supportive, wholesome community.
Yeah, and it's really something special, and I'm so glad to have all you people in it. And we'll be back next week with another fun interview, and some more homies will hop in, and we'll give you guys the content that you've been waiting for. Thank you so much again for hanging out with us,
everybody.
And you'll probably be able to catch this on YouTube. This has to go up somewhere because this was fucking something else. But yeah, you got anything else, Michael?
No, that's it. I hope everyone has a great night.
I do too. Let's get the hell out of here. Have a good night. Thank you for spending this time with us. Goodbye.